I really do want to, I want to thank the Canada Research Shares program for giving me the opportunity to actually thank all of you for being here. This was, students were here, and some couldn't make it, would have liked to, but many, many people were here that I value greatly. I think for all the time that I've been in this business, which I very much got into because of political reasons. I mean, I think that was our generation's, in fact, really great fortune. When some of us entered into academic life, it wasn't actually easy to get jobs. I mean, Russell is the only one who's had the folding chair of insecurity for many decades, but many of our friends didn't end up in academic jobs. People like Wayne, who, you know, then made immense contributions in other ways, but started out looking for academic work and couldn't get it. Russell Hahn didn't end up there, Jean Hummel and others. But what we've had over the years has been actually, and I can't measure it so much in the kinds of success and failures that Leo was talking about, because that's a very difficult terrain to actually make judgments around. But what I can measure it in is the connections and good fortune that I've had in, you know, knowing certain people. Some of them now dead. People like Herb Gutman and David Montgomery, Annie P. Thompson. I mean, that was just a wonderful, you know, opportunity to have experienced people like that. And people that I've come to know later, people like Ernie, who, you know, has had such an, Ernie and Jess have had such admirable lives on the revolutionary left. My, you know, friends from Brazil, one of them a former student, you know, Sean Purdy, Marcelo that I've met. The connections I've made through research with people like John Clark and Gaetan. Research, but also connected to, you know, active struggles. I'm going to go on too long if I don't, you know, shut this down. But it is really the human connections we have made, where we don't have a party, but we have, and we've had many contentions. But we have been a force actually putting forward resistant and dissident ideas. We disagree on some things. I disagree with Jim Barrett, but I first met him as a student of David Montgomery's, probably when, in the early to mid 70s. These connections go back ages. All of you and many others have really, you know, enriched my life, and it's been a very, it's not over quite yet. And, you know, I'm looking forward to a lot of other things that will happen, and I will be teaching, so this isn't a retirement. It was meant to be a party, sort of. Not to form a party, but a party among people. I thought a party might be something we're discussing. And you know, I do want to. I want to thank all of you for the talks you gave, and I want to thank the students who helped with the organization and the students who came here. I want to thank you know, everyone who sort of came, gave up. I mean, people like Marcel, the two Marcels, came from such great distances, and I have students here like Dave DeFelice, who I haven't seen in almost 10 years. We used to just play pool every once in a while, but you know, he wrote his MA thesis on the Rocket Richard riots in Montreal. A portion of it in my back study, right? As you were having trouble getting going, so I called you in, and you did it. It was a wonderful job. And old friends like Nick that I've known, you know, for so long. It's been very touching for me and actually I think it's been great to hear what people have had to say, even as the disagreements have been there. Everybody made such wonderful contributions here that I'm very delighted, very happy, and I hope you've all had a good time and a fun time. And that time is actually going to get better and more fun with dinner, and with we've got a great musical performance from another old friend, Bucky Hawker, whom again I met through actually engaging with this very kind of work. He first got in touch with me about Phillips Thompson and trying to put some of Phillips Thompson's words to music. So you'll all hear him tonight. So I want to thank you all really very much for coming, and thank two of the most important women in my life. Joan, who's just been a wonderful partner, and will be a wonderful partner. And my daughter Beth, who came and have been a part of this conference, and it's been fantastic to have them here. So let's head over.